Okay. Recording
I
is
heard it.
on.
I
Okay,
heard
you
it.
heard it. It is the 30th of October, 2022. This is WIKISPEED Standup. Go ahead, Lauren.
This is Lawrence Salter from Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. And the past week, I did one thing. Actually, it was the week before, and I wasn't on the last meeting. And that is there was a seminar on organization governance, and we had an opportunity to chat about how all kinds of volunteer groups are doing in the last 2-3 years. And so I mentioned that our attendance has been 2 people for months, and someone who belongs to about 5 groups of various kinds said that's extremely common right now. You can imagine. And oh yeah, it was interesting because this was for sort of social movement groups, but what they said was having a quite structured format for a meeting was really helpful. And they read out, they actually read out the kind of structure of the meeting and the rules, essentially, at the beginning of the meeting until people catch on what they are. So it's sort of interesting because it's like Mary Michael talked about Scrum for everything when they're talking about, for service. When I was doing the charitable status application, and it reminded me of that because it was like, applying some principles to make the meetings and make the self-organization, which these organizations are. They're kind of leaderless. And anyway, so it seemed a little bit relevant. And coming week, I may be full into, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to be so happy to start doing something else, which is going to be tank level and robot operating system. And I have a little bit of about a Tesla for the crosstalk. And blocks are that I'm not home, that it's pouring rain, that I'm involved in this other group I volunteer with, and that's it for me.
Okay. It is Michael Wolchuk in Saskatoon, Canada. My progress for the week is unfortunately very short. I didn't get anything done. Hoping to next week, just like I've said for I think 2 months now, work on Ross. Little Red Wagon, I'd like to get a video of the wheelchair, the electric wheelchair or wheelbarrow in operation. I have a switch for reversing, but I don't know how important it is to get that up and running quite yet. And tank level project, the relay is still waiting for me to wire it into the LiDAR. And blocks, my part-time job is still more than part-time. Tennis elbow still has not gone away. It's been, 3 months now? And I am definitely having some trouble with motivation. Back to you, Lauren.
Okay. Yeah, so my rate for myself is 4 for getting here, extra point getting here in the rain. And I'm going to say 9 for the team because the things you're talking about are exciting. And process improvement, I would kind of recommit to Scrum and looking at some of the Scrum things and maybe looking critically at some of the Scrum things. So that would be my suggestion for a process improvement to think about and personally, I would like to take the cork boards of the various whiteboards and cork boards that I've accumulated with my kids staying there and starting projects there and everything, and I create a parallel and start using one of the tools, the online Scrum board tools. Back to you.
Okay, apparently I hadn't muted myself. I am going to give myself 1 point out of 3 for last week because I did get the video posted, and I showed up for the meeting, so that's 4 out of 10. Team, I'm going to stick with 6 because I haven't gotten anything done for quite some time. Process improvement, I'm interested in your description of recommitting to Scrum or reviewing Scrum. But I think the outreach is also important. I think we might have to flesh out a little bit about what we're intending to do for the outreach, and how to figure out that we're done and how we're going to approach it. It's more of a to-do item, I guess, than a process improvement. Anyway, we can talk about that in crosstalk.
Yep.
Are we recording crosstalk?
I'm saying no.
No. Okay. I'm gonna hit the button then.